Howdy guys, so this will be my next entry to the Great British Pike Off between Dom Fishing UK, London Predator Angler, Scouse Angler and myself. So I've kind of hedged my bets and I've come back to Patshull Park again. There is a match on today, so it's pretty busy unfortunately, but we can deal with that. If anything, what I'll do is I will go where they're not, so because they might have created a lot of racket because they've just started, they've just whistled off. So I've just spoke to, I think his name's Richard, who's the new fisheries manager, lovely chap. And yeah, I'm going to start off the lures, have a quick blast around for about an hour, and then if there's nothing coming from there, I'm going to jump on to live baits and do a bit more roving around that way. So far this competition, I guess it's fair to say that it's been tough, same as what with Dom and that, I guess. It's I've had a few jacks here and there. I've seen some really big fish, but they're just not interested. Either the temperature's been just not quite right, or I know the waterways have been repairing a lot of pathways as well, so they've been banging, clattering, digging the pathways up, so that could have spooked them as well. So yeah, I'm hedging my bets on this place, but there's a 20 come out a few days or the week before I came down last, so they're definitely in here, but we'll see if we can get one out. If there is a big fish, then maybe this video won't be out, but we'll catch you in a bit. Oh yes, fish on, fish on. Don't know how big it is yet, I hope it stays on anyway. It's got a nice shake in the head. Come on, mucker. Haven't really seen it yet. I don't think it's that big. Oh, in the net, get in. I actually think he's hooked right, it is, he's hooked right in the scissor. So you can see he's nicked it right in the corner of the mouth, just there. I mean, that's, I don't even need to, that's crazy, that's come out so easy. Can't get this fish out until I've guys, I'm going to be as quick as I can with this fish because it's pretty lively. Good to go. I've got to be fair, that's probably the best fight I've had off a fish this size in quite some time. Felt much heavier than what I thought it was going to be. I'd probably say somewhere between, I don't know, 6 to 8 pounds. Absolutely gorgeous fish. Got a bit of pretty damage on the one side, but it's like as though it's been spawning really. I don't think it won't have done so far. It's taken Oh, can you see that mark there? Other than that, absolutely mint. Great fight, really good fight that was. Really impressed. But anyway, let's get it back. Right, I've got the fish back first, more important, but to be fair, the lure's done the damage. I've spent a couple of hours, to be fair, a bit more than I wanted on the lures, but jig fly again. I've had all sorts out this morning. I've had savage gear lip lures out, Daiwa, don't know what it is, rainbow trout lure, nothing. And to be fair, I've not seen as much action today as I did last week, but yeah, and this time it's the perch jig fly on I think this is a 8 gram jig head with a rattle in the back. So I'm gonna go around to the other pontoon and cast across the reeds there and see if there's anything low up there as well. It seems to be, I think they've gone deeper water now, because the where I was getting them all from the shallows last, there's nothing. So what are you saying? I've just had that off the bank, haven't I? Ordered Saf comment to make. Anyway, let's crack on. Oh, I've just missed something. Oh, what? Something just crashed right at my feet. Right, so there's nowhere really for me to gain access to the bank here. They're getting drenched, but Pike's clearly good to go, so I can get it to turn into the net the right way. It's eager to go, I just can't get him to go out the way I need him to, or she. Be here, I'm sure, but nothing massive, but very, very welcome. Straight to the bottom. Yeah, just hunkered up. Nice one, fantastic. Right guys, I've given up the lures now. I've had a good few hours and I've had one out. I've missed a few, to be fair, but it's a completely different day to last week. The one pool I started on last week, not a touch, and I got loads of misses on there and a decent fish out. So I'm going to go now onto live bait trout, and I've got some small mackerel as well. So yeah, and I'll just quickly run through the little rig setup I've got. Right, so ignore the old knife because that's for the dead bait. That is the mackerel dead bait I've brought with me. Nothing massive. I've never used mackerel that size before, but I've used a larger mackerel chopped in half, but they are bleeding, and I've left my card to thaw out a bit. So, and then as for the live bait, I had one large and two small. So that'll do me for going around the pool. I've got two rods, two different setups. So my one rod, they've both got the Shimano 6000s on. This is a Witchwood Solace 3-pound test curve rod, going up to, these are don't move them, adjustable trebles for the size of bait, up to a swivel. It's a 20-pound wire trace line, quick snap or twist, snap, release, so I can just take it off if I need to. Now this one I've put a really big float on. I intend to put the bigger live bait on this, but obviously, as you can see, in regards to the actual float itself, it's 30 gram, but it's that vein. Now, although it's not windy where I am, it is windier further out, so I'm hoping that I'll take it across the pool then. Usual, I think that was a 18 gram I've put on. A lot of people pointed out I put mine upside down, but I prefer it that way, this way, because that goes straight down to the swivel, and that gives a bit of, just keeps it nice, and I just find it better, keeps it nice and straight. So, and then another rod, this is my trusty old Corum, is it 10 foot or 9 foot, I can't remember, 10 foot, get it right. It's just going to focus on everything I want. 10 foot, 2.5 pound, Shimano 6000 again. That is my live bait rig. So single on the bottom, onto some trebles. Those are size 4s. I'd use either a size 4 or a size 6 usually. Same as the other one, up to a swivel, £28 trace again, I think it is. Sinker, bead, and ooh, I think that's a 20 gram. Yeah, 20 gram fox, and then further up another bead, and then further up again, which you can't see, a rubber stop. So yeah, just going to get these baits out, and to be honest, I'm going to sit and enjoy the day. It's a really nice day. So yes, let's crack on. Well, I'm currently literally sat on the pontoon like a little kid with my legs dangling over the side. I've got 2 bungs out, 2 baits out. It's just turned to a really lovely day, so I'm sat here eating my mini sausages. Got an hour or so to go, so hopefully something will come round, but I'll turn the camera around so you can see what the floats are like. So here you go, dangling my feet, not touching the water, and pork sausages. Coupled with that as a view, there's nothing else you could want really apart from that little sausage to disappear over there. Oh, that one to disappear over there. Oh, okay, something just kicked off because a load of trout all just scarpered then. Don't happen then, but there must be a pike or perch in the area because of the way the fish all just erupted on the surface then. But we'll see. So there's a little trout. Can't make his mind up which way to go around it. This might not come out because of the brightness. I've put that on because of the vane on it. I was hoping that the wind would pick up and blow it out, but the wind has now changed direction. It's facing straight towards me, so yeah, that's kind of cocked that one up. But this is moving around though, so it's all good. Just cast over by some lilies, and I've either spooked a big fish, or it went for the lure. I'm not sure which. I think probably spooked it more than anything else. Oh, no, we've got him, we've got him. Oh, bugger me. Oh. He soaked me as well. Oh, little turd. Oh, little boy just had to go. That was a tiny little jack. See if I can get him. See if he's still there. Oh, bugger. Can't even catch the little ones. He's going after that on a quicker retrieve, so. Oh. Oh.